Yo, what's up, dope family? What's good? What's popping with y'all today? Listen, I am here with a really quick message from the Holy Spirit. God has been speaking, y'all. God has been loud and clear. God is not playing. He said what he mean and he mean what he say. You hear me? God is standing on his word, okay? Now, let me tell you what I heard God say today. And I know that this word is a right now word. It's an urgent word because 3 times today, God has told me he said, tell my people, tell my people, tell my people. So I'm here to deliver this message. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. Now, first, God gave me a vision. And in this vision, it was like the world was divided into 2 halves. One half was a blessed land. It was a land filled with blessings. Like, it was beautiful. Everything there was blessed. And then the other part, the other land was a land of detriment. It was a cursed land. And so what I heard God say was, he said, reaping season is here. And then I heard God say, there will be a harvest of curses and a harvest of blessings. And then I heard God say, my judgment is here. So listen, this is what God was telling me, because I said, okay, God, so what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say about this? Like, what is it that I need to tell the people? And God said, this is going to be a season where simultaneously people are going to be blessed and people are going to be reaping curses. God said, this is our reaping season. He said, if you sown good seeds, if you sown a harvest, if you sown good seed, you put good seed in the ground, meaning you've been doing what you were supposed to be doing. You've been doing God's will. You've been close to God. You've been hearing him, listening to him, doing what he has told you to do. You hear that alarm? Listen, confirmation. God is sounding the alarm. You hear it. Listen, God ain't playing. But God said, if you have been doing what he has told you to do, you've been walking in your purpose, you've been doing your assignment, you've been sowing where he has told you to sow, you've been obedient. You feel me? God said you are about to reap a harvest of blessings. God said 100-fold. But God said, if you have been sowing seeds of discord, you have been sowing seeds of chaos, seeds of turmoil, sowing seeds of, you've been rejecting God. God said you are about to reap a harvest of curses. And I'm just giving it to you the way that God gave it to me, because God said this is reaping season. And he said we will reap. He said simultaneously, meaning that this will be happening all at the same time. And also God said that you will know. He said, my people will know that this is me, that this is my doing. He said, you will know. He said, because he's going to show his hand. God said, we will know that this is him. He said, because the things that are going to be done in this land, in this earth, can only be done by the hand of God. God said the blessings that his people are about to receive, he said it's going to be like a land flowing with milk and honey. This is going to be your milk and honey season. You're going to be in a land flowing with abundance, with blessings. He said people around you are going to be blessed because you are being blessed. He said they're going to experience blessings. They're going to be getting blessed from your overflow. God said you won't lack in this season. God said you won't want for anything. God said the desires of your heart are going to be fulfilled. God said his promises are true. God said what he told you will come to pass. God said he has not forgotten about you. And God also said, the people who persecuted you, the people who doubted you, the people who turned against you, the people who lied on you, who mistreated you, who mishandled you, who rejected you, God said, don't worry about them, because they too are about to reap a harvest as well. But their harvest is not going to be blessings. Their harvest their harvest will be curses. God said, don't worry about those people who persecuted you. And God also said there's a word for the people who are misusing his name, who are mishandling his name, who are prostituting his name, who are using his name for selfish reasons, who's using his name for selfish gain. God said for the people who are misleading his people astray, who are watering down his word. God said for the people who he chose, who he put his word in, but you're not giving the word the way God gave it to you. You are watering down his word. You are misusing his name. God said there is judgment upon you. Judgment is upon you in this season. God said you will reap a harvest. You will reap a harvest of curses because God said he will not be mocked. And God said that the people that rejected you, God said people who rejected you, God said, don't worry about that, because he said not only did they reject you, they rejected him, because God said he sent those people to you. I mean, he sent you to those people. And he said they rejected you, so they rejected him. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Listen, this is a 2-part message. You grab the word that's for you, because I'm just flowing in the spirit the way God has given it to me. So it's kind of like he's giving me words, back and forth for the blessing, for the blessed and for the curse. You feel me? And I'm just flowing in the spirit. I'm just telling you what I hear God say. But God said there is going to be judgment. And it's like God allowed me to feel the, what both sides were feeling. Like the land, the blessed land, I could feel the peace, I could feel the love, I could feel the joy, I could feel the hope, I could feel the positivity in that land. But the cursed land, the cursed land, yeah, I could feel the detriment, I could feel the defeat, the sadness, the turmoil, the chaos, I could feel that. And God said in this season, he said the people that rejected him are gonna be in chaos. He said people are gonna be turning against one another. God showed me blood flowing in the streets. Like God said, this is about to happen. And you are about to see the hand of God. And God even saying that some people won't make it out of this season. Oh my God, Jesus. God says some people won't make it out because it's gonna get too heavy for them. But God has reminded me of the scripture in Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter, where it says, to everything there is a time. For everything there's a time under the heavens. And there's a part that says a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which was planted. Meaning a time to plant, a time to sow, and a time to reap. That's what it means. A time to sow and a time to reap. And God said this is reaping season. You are about to reap what you have been sowing. If you've been sowing good seeds, then you are about to reap a plentiful harvest, a bountiful harvest, a great harvest. But if you know that you've been living, that you turned your back against God, you turned your face against God, away from God, you turned your ear away from God, you've rejected the people that God has sent to you, you rejected the messages, you ain't want to hear nothing God had to say. You've been keeping up, you've been sowing discord, you've been, keeping up chaos, turmoil. You feel me? You've been working against God. You've been working for the enemy. You joined the enemy's camp. Then guess what? You are about to reap just what you have sown. And I just got to give it to you straight like that, because that's the way that God has given it to me. God said he's not a man that he should lie. You will reap what you have sown, good or bad. It's reaping season, y'all. And God said, keep your eyes open and keep your ears open, because you are about to witness something that you've never seen before. This is all going to be happening all at the same time in this earth, y'all. The blessings, God said the blessings are going to be mind-blowing. This is something that you've never seen before. God said, oh God, I can't even put it in words. God said overflow. Eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard. That's what I was trying to say. Eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard. Your mind can't imagine what God is about to do for you. Your mind can't imagine the blessings that God has in store for you. But God is also saying, eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard of the detriment that's about to fall upon these people as well. And my heart is happy and joyous because I know the side that I'm on. I know that I'm on the Lord's side. I know that I'm on good side. So I know that I'm about to reap my blessings. But my heart is also heavy because I feel the pain. I know I can sense what's about to take place. You feel me? I can sense it. I feel the shift. I don't know how bad it's going to get. But I know it's going to get bad for some people because God says some people won't make it out. Some people won't make it through this season, y'all. Some of the people that came against you, people that wished death on you, people that tried to do curses on you, people have been trying to do witchcraft, evil stuff, all this stuff. Y'all listen, this stuff is real. People have been doing it in this past season. All kind of stuff, all kind of curses, spells, warlocks, witches, all of that stuff was coming from everywhere. The enemy was sending everything he had to try to break us, y'all. And a lot of us stood 10 toes down. And God is saying because we stood with him, he's about to reward us openly. And the people who came against you are about to witness the gifts, the rewards, the celebration. But they're not going to be able to take part in it because they are going to be experiencing lack, detriment. You feel me? Chaos. They sowed seeds of discord, so they are about to reap a harvest of discord. But it's got to happen because that's what they sowed. You feel me? It's what they call karma. You get back what you put out. And that's just the fact of the matter. You feel me? So listen, don't be mad at the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger because I'm only giving you what God gave me. I'm only giving it to you the way that God gave it to me. He gave it to me raw. And I'll always keep it real with y'all. You feel me? I'll always keep it real. I ain't sugarcoating nothing because if God ain't sugarcoating it with me, I'm not sugarcoating it with y'all because I love y'all. And I'm going to keep it real because I don't want to see none of y'all perish. And listen, God also said, even in this turmoil season, for the people who are going to be in this season of curses, God said there's still another chance. God said there's still another chance to get it right. There's still another chance to turn your face to him. There's still another chance to connect with him, to get a relationship with him. Because listen, God does not want to see his people perish. That's why God said every day that you wake up, it's another chance. So even in the midst of your chaos and your turmoil, God is going to give you another chance. And I feel like I need to say that's why, you know what I'm saying? Like God is saying it got to happen because you got to understand that there's repercussions when you don't do what you're supposed to do. When you don't listen to God, when you are disobedient, then you're going to reap repercussions. It's just like a parent and a child. When a child don't do right, the parent got to, you know what I'm saying, get that child right. You feel me? Spare the rod, spoil the child. It's the same way with God. Spare the rod, spoil the child. God has been sparing us long enough. And God ain't trying to spoil us. Because God don't want to see none of us perish and die and go to an everlasting hell. God did not create you just to lose you. God did not create you just to destroy you. God created you so that you can live with him in heaven, forever. But you make the choice. You feel me? You make the choice. It's up to you. So God is saying you're still going to have another chance. God said he's still going to send people. He's still going to send his word. He's still going to prick against your heart. Will you open up and let him in? Will you let God come in? Will you turn your face to God? Or will you die in eternal and go to the eternal lake of fire? Will you die and perish forever? Will you continue to work for the devil? Will you continue to be will you continue to allow him to use you and abuse you? Because he don't care anything about you. He's using you because he want to hurt God. So he's trying to hurt God's people, because when he hurt God's people, it causes God to hurt. But you still got a choice. That's all God is saying. You still got a choice. Okay? But I'm just giving it to you the way God gave it to me. He said it's reaping season, y'all. We are about to see some things we've never seen before. 2024, God said he's about to show his hand, y'all. Okay? Listen, I didn't mean for this to be this long, but God is speaking, y'all. God is speaking. And I'm going to speak as long as he tell me to speak, okay? But listen, I just want you to know God love you. Your dope sister love you. But always make sure that you're loving on you. And you can only love you if you love God, because God is love. And he's the only one that can show us how to love. So the only way that you can love you is if you love God first, okay? And remember, you're only dope because God is dope. Don't ever play with him, period. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed, and I will see y'all on the next. Peace.